Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Emmerdale confirms new Moira crisis as Lewis makes final demand. Emmerdale's Moira Dingle could be facing major trouble next week when newcomer Lewis Barton demands to hear the truth about his mother's death. Evil Emma's long-lost son is determined to discover what really happened, meaning Moira could be banged up for murder. Lewis showing up has opened painful old wounds for Moira, begins our Emmerdale insider. She's the reason Lewis will never get to know his biological mother. But if he finds out, the repercussions would be huge. Meanwhile, Ross is playing a risky game by trying to steal Lewis' stash of cannabis plants to make some extra cash, which ends up pushing his brother closer to the truth. Befriending his little brother has had an unexpected bonus for Ross, who is eyeing up Lewis' sideline in growing weed as a way of solving the farm's financial problems. If Ross can sneakily steal some more plants without Lewis knowing, maybe he can sell enough to wipe out his Auntie Moira's debt. Now all Ross has to do is keep Lewis occupied while partner in crime, Mackenzie Boyd, goes on the rob. Lewis is pleased when Ross offers to take him kayaking, and is thrilled that his estranged sibling wants them to spend some time together. Ross has pinched Lewis' keys and given them to Mac so he can let himself into the house, reveals our source. While the brothers are enjoying their day out, Mac rifles round Lewis' abode and is stunned when he stumbles upon a huge stash of cannabis growing in the attic. There's just one problem. It's too big to move. Mac has to think fast, because Lewis and Ross are on their way back. Lewis is alarmed to get an alert on his security app telling him there is an intruder in his house. Baffled Lewis soon realizes it's Mackenzie, sending Ross into a panic. Using the app to speak to Mac, who is now trapped inside the house and extremely embarrassed, Lewis obviously wants to know what he's up to. This forces shamefaced Ross into confessing his and Mackenzie's bungled burglary plan to fuming Lewis. Ross admits Moira is on the verge of losing her livelihood, and he can't bear the thought of her losing her beloved business, so stealing the weed was a last-ditch attempt to save the day. Upset at being deceived by his newfound relatives, Lewis ponders his next move. When he offers to strike a deal with Ross, his brother is knocked for 6 when he hears his suggestion. Lewis agrees to let thieving Mackenzie go without involving the police, but on one condition. Ross has to tell him the truth about how his mom really died. Our insider confirms. Lewis knows the Bartons are hiding something, and this is his chance to get the closure he craves. Of course, Lewis has no idea this could open an enormous can of worms. Will Ross have no choice but to betray Moira, or can he continue to put Lewis off the scent? And if Lewis is in the know about Emma's demise, will he want to see Moira punished for her murderous past?